kicks it off at turn number 4. Daniel Bailey's right there as well. Don't count out that 13 car going to third spot of Bailey Harris. And we got trouble again in turn number 3. Cautions, precautions. Joe, oh, man.
Cody Stevens from Crawfordsville,
yeah. Cody Stevens going around. And race fans, look to the west end of the Speedway in turn 2. How about that nice-looking rainbow over there?
You do the broadcast. I'm going to go sit. There's a pot of gold over there.
Chicks are for kids.
Oh, well.
Take your Lucky Charms.
Thank you. You do that pretty good.
They're magically delicious. Yep.
There is.
Hey, before we know it, it'll be St. Patty's Day here in the next 30 days, as a matter of fact. So today's February 17th, March 17th.
St. Patty's Day.
I'm just tired of the cold, man. I'm enjoying my trips down in Georgia and Florida. I'm thinking about going down to Miami next week because I'm going to be at Hendry County Speedway, and it's right south of Miami. So I'm thinking about making the trip and spending a couple of days at Miami. Never been there before, besides Homestead. So, but another thing is it's cold in the Carolinas. It's cold and miserable in Carolinas, up north where I live in North Carolina. So I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this nice weather, Wes.
Well, the caution light's out, and Cody Overton will bring him down the back straightaway. He's got Tyler Summerlin right behind him in the 13 car. That is Bailey Harris from Cordele, Georgia. 1, 2, and 3. Single file, and they get the restart, and we're off and racing down the front straightaway they come. Overton leads them into turn 1. Summerlin and Harris, 1, 2, 3. And that 12 car, it's Stephen Bryant from Doe Run. He has tried to track down Harris.
Well,
it's right up under his bumper.
Wes, they're finally going to get a lap under their belt. It looks like, nope, one car up to the top of the racetrack off turn 4. But will we get a lap scored? Yes, we will. Behind the wall goes the black and green number 9 machine. That's going to be Pratt Cooper's machine from Norman Park, Georgia. Meanwhile, your leader of Cody Overton has pulled away from the rest of the pack, leading behind Tyler Summerlin and Bailey Harris. And they're all there off of turn number 2 to the back straightaway.
Stephen Bryant's running in 4th place, and right behind him in the 41 car is Nevin Gainey from Fort White, Florida. And those cars, 2, 3, 4, and 5, has opened up a little bit of space between the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th place car.
Another lap on the board here to the back straightaway. Here comes your leaders off of 4. Still out in front is still going to be the machine of Cody Overton. Meanwhile, there is a 4-car battle for the 2nd spot, led by Summerlin. Summerlin's under attack by Bailey, and all the other cars is there is Harris and company. To the back stretch they go to turn number 3. Well, there goes the leader. He's about to take up lap cars in 1.
He sure is. And in the infield, just sitting there, is the 14J car of Justin Bailey from Tifton, Georgia. And he's out of the action.
Oh, we got one off the pace in turn 3, Wes.
That's
95.
Or is that the 95 car? That's 55 car. Cody
55,
Stevens.
my apologies.
From Crawfordville, Florida, as he goes into the pits.
It looked like a 95 from the back straightaway. Now we got trouble in turn 3. One car goes in the spin cycle. 51. Looping around Austin DePeek.
Yep, that's Austin.
Deepak.
Nope, actually pronounced DePecky.
DePecky, okay.
DePeck. You got me messed up. Now I finally learned his name from last year.
DePecky. Nonetheless, we go under caution.
And he is a second-year racer. Finished last year and came on fairly well at the end of last season. Was looking forward to him racing this year. He's going to get it refired.
All right, Wes. So who's your pick to win the 500 today?
500 what?
Daytona 500.
What's that?
The Great American Race.
Oh, this is the Great American Race.
This is an awesome race. This is the Great Dirt Race.
Well, my favorite.
You know, it's kind of ironic. This is really crazy, Wes James. I have a crazy thinking of things and stats and statistics and stuff. The last race of the season at Needmore was the championship race at Homestead. The first race of the season at Needmore is the first race of the season at Daytona, and we're working together.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Hey, I want to tell you something.
What's up?
Maybe I should quit what I do during the day and just go work with you.
There you go. Put it on the payroll.
Hey, I can spot fairly well.
Yes, Spot. I'll have you hold my big bags and stuff.
That's it. I'll carry your suitcase.
I feel like I pulled my muscle carrying that big luggage up the grandstands here, but we are under the caution flag, race fans. Hey, while we got a break of the action, don't forget to swing by the concession stands. They got some great food here at Needmore Speedway.
We do. It's the Pit Stop Grill. In fact, Miss Nancy, she'll be 14 years old tomorrow. She works in the concession stand, and she'll fix you a chili cheese dog or chili cheese fries or nacho cheese. And I see some ice cold Pepsis coming up the stairs, along with some Mountain Dews. And I don't know what he's got in that bag, though.
They're bringing me lunch. Hey, buddy, thank you.
He's got crinkle cut French
fries. You forgot
fries.
to go up the door. Hey, look hey, buddy, stick that up there where the glass is so I can see this. How many laps are going or left? All right, race fans, we'll get ready to go back for the restart. Out in front, Cody Overton from Evans, Georgia, leading the way. Tyler Summerlin in second spot. Bailey Harris is in third. They will come across the line now, put another lap on the board. The 602 Late Model Sportsman's here at Needmore Speedway. Back straightaway. And I'll tell you what, Wes James, it is all Cody Overton leading the way. He's got a strong car. Everybody fans back out single file. Summerlin and Harris are having a nice little battle amongst themselves, but they cannot run down the leader in the process.
No, sir. He has checked out on everybody, and Harris trying to get on the inside of Summerlin and can't do it. Has to fall back in line. Is coming out of turn 4, and right behind him in that 12 car, Stephen Bryant from Doran. And in the 41 car, it's Nevin Gainey, and those guys are still running 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they're all by themselves out there. Of course, now the 22 car of Jonah Bozeman from Moultrie is starting to close the door on the Nevin Gainey car, and he's bringing the number 5 car with him.
Change up now for third, trying to make something happen. Is that going to be Stephen Bryant from Doran, Georgia? Peeking down to the bottom, trying to make a move on Harris. He'll carry the 41 machine of Nevin Gainey with him, and they'll go back into turn number 1 and 2, gain it to the inside. Harris now will play up to the outside of the racetrack and make move on those machines. Summerlin now trying to scamper away like an alley cat of the night off turn 4.
And Overton, as he's starting to lap the field now.
He is.
Running away from everybody here, our first feature race in the 602 Sportsman class. And we need to tell our Durance Lane Street Stocks to the staging area for your feature race. Durance Lane Street Stocks, all Durance Lane Street Stocks to the staging area for your feature race.
Under the green flag conditions here now. Finally got a couple of good green flag laps under the belt. Is out in front. It is still that number 66 machine. Exiting now off of turn number 4. Cody Overton, he's leading. Here comes now second place. Coming to the stripe right about now of Summerlin. Everyone else, he's opened up about a half a track length lead.
He sure
Wes
has.
James over the field.
He sure has. And Bailey Harris trying to get underneath Tyler Summerlin. And when he does, there comes Nevin Gainey with him. That's for second, third, and fourth right there. And too wide as they slide off into turn 1. Look at those cars battling for it.
And they are literally picking off lap traffic one by one. Holy smokes, this race is about to come to an end, Wes James.
White
white flag's out.
Oh, we got a wreck up in turn 2. Got a wreck up in turn 2.
So it's not over yet. Caution's waving.
Caution is out.
Late race caution, and this changes everything. We're either going to have a green-white checker shootout or a one-lap shootout, Wes James. We go into the caution.
And they're getting our safety crew out there. And I've learned to pronounce it correctly this year. Durance Lane Street Stocks.
That's right.
That's what
formerly known as Neesmith, the Durance Lane Street Stock Division.
And
by the way, Mike and Heather Vaughn sold Crate Racing USA. They are no longer the owners of Crate Racing USA after 15 years. They've given it up. Adam Stewart's become the effective general manager of operations, and in doing so, there's another guy by the name of Russell Brooks out of Mississippi that's taken over the buying operations of it. And, yeah.
A lot of changing in racing in the off-season. It will be a green
My
light
boss
checker.
at Fast Track, Stan Lester, he decided to step away after 16 years of creating Fast Track, or 17 years. And now DJ Irvine is now handling the operations of Fast Track, and we're expanding. Got that big race coming up. I know we're friends on Facebook. Got that World Championship in September in Virginia Motor Speedway, $50,000 to win. Now it's a $165,000 purse.
It's a lot
The
of money.
biggest race ever in pro crate late model racing for Chevrolet Performance Motors. And it will be on MAV TV.
You'll be there.
I will be. I will actually be the PA guy and the TV guy. So looking forward to working with my good friend Bob Dillner.
Durance Lane Street Stocks. Durance Lane Street Stocks. You need to be on the grid for your feature race. You need to be on the grid for your feature race. Interesting now. Cody Overton. Wesley has run away from everybody.
Yes, sir.
But he's got there's Tyler Summerlin, Nevin Gainey, and Bailey Harris. And then back there in the 12 car, you can't count him out, Stephen Bright. Those cars, that's going to be a run for second and third place. That's going to be the race right there, I do believe.
Well, if anybody had any picks for Jimmy Johnson in the Ally Financial 48 machine, he just got involved in an incident. Just got a tweet about that. You never told me who your pick was.
As long as their name's Earnhardt or they drive a car number 3, I don't care.
Austin Dillon? You think he'll go 2 in a row?
I don't know. I would be. I do a lot at number 3. Number 3 and Earnhardt. I taught my children to count. 1,
I don't mean to
2,
hurt
Earnhardt.
anybody's feelings, but I think it's going to be Kyle Busch. I think it's going to be Rowdy at Daytona.
I'd rather eat possum toes.
Do what?
I'd rather eat possum toes.
A green-white checker shootout as we come back for the restart here at Needmore Speedway on CRN Sports Network coverage of Frostbite 2019. They're back to green, West James.
And Overton takes the lead coming out of turn 2. Look at the battle now between Harris and Tyler Summerlin. And they're charging off hard into turn 3. Harris down below. They bump coming out of turn 3 to the checkered flag. No, there's a white flag.
And there's contact. More cars spinning, sliding, kicking up dust in 4. They'll still keep the green light out. There's no caution. No caution after contact between the 10 and the 04. They're racing to the checkers. No,
we got wreck up in turn 3.
Summerlin's crashed.
Summerlin hard up in the wall in turn 3.
Plum chaos on the last lap. Tyler Summerlin. Shades of being caught in the big one. Summerlin's car has eat the wall. West James, a tire is on the bottom of the track. And in turn 3.
And also the blue barrel, which starts where they can fire.
The commit barrel. My apologies. That's not a tire. That's the barrel. Yeah.
And then we got debris on the far side just as you go into turn 3. They're pushing the 14, getting the 14J car off. This is going to be, they've stopped all the cars. Tyler Summerlin is out of his car.
Keep talking.
Wreckers are there, but yeah. So you like my little thing? I'd rather eat possum toes than I would pull for certain drivers.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Well, everybody has their favorites.
So Tyler Summerlin out of Moultrie, Georgia, hard into the outside retaining wall on the back straightaway in turn number 3. Driver is climbing out of the car, race fans, so that's a good sign.
Give him a big hand. And that was a race between he and Bailey Harris out of Cordele.
And Wes, I don't believe this race is over yet.
Nope.